Hey world, what's going on? This is Jai coming to you. I'm here to bring you the newest information on New World Order, reptilians, the Illuminati, the Masoners. Any information of the government of the world, I am here to bring it to you. We live in a world that we cannot see things, but it is there. I love this picture that I have up on the screen right now. It describes the spiritual warfare that is around us every single day. Just because we cannot see it does not mean it does not exist. And that's what I'm here to bring you, the things that we or an ordinary person may not see. But there are a few like myself who are able to glimpse within this world. So I'm here to bring you the things that I'm able to see when it comes to me. Or if I'm able to catch anything out of the ordinary, whether it be on the internet or even in my personal life, I will bring it to you. Now, the first thing I want to point out is I was watching this movie, Fantastic Four, and it it just amazed me what I was able to catch. Now, I believe this is a reptilian that I caught, and this is my page if you want to look me up, Josh Smith. And this is the video, but I want you to pay very close to his eyes. Very close. Now, I just want you to just look at his eyes. Just look at him. Whoa. People, these things live amongst us. They take human form. But just like anything, if it's not its original owner, it will not be able to fully control the body. See, people, we have souls and reptilians do not. The only thing that's able to operate the body functionally is a soul. And when you do not have a soul, the body rejects you, whether you're a demon trying to possess a body, or whether you're a reptilian trying to possess a body, or any other form that the God did not create to operate the body. It will always reject its host that is trying to operate the body. Now, the next thing I want to point out to you is the thing that I caught yesterday. Now, yesterday was our first snowfall of the day. It was about 5 in the morning when I decided to get up out my bed yesterday. But it was not to go to the restroom or grab a bite to eat, but it was to grab my cellular phone and take a picture that I thought I was just possibly simply taking a picture of the snowfall. But I was just not taking a picture of the snowfall. There was something else for me to capture. Now, I just want you to take a moment and just look at this picture and just let me know if you see anything out of the ordinary. Now, at first glance, I did not see anything myself. But later on that day, I decided to go back to the picture and just look at what I captured. But looking and upon inspection of this picture, I was able to see something on a particular car. Now, once again, I'm going to give you a few moments to see if you could see what car that I am talking about. Now, the car that I am talking about is my neighbor's car. This is not my car at all. But we're going to zoom in now, and I'm just going to tell you what it is that I capture in this picture. Now, people, can you please tell me what this is on the hood of this car that I am circling at the moment? What is that on the hood of the car? Now, it seems to be some type of symbol, but it's, at first glance I said it's just maybe out of focus. But as upon a further inspection, the symbol is too perfect to just be something out of focus. This is something out of the ordinary. I don't know if this symbol was put here, placed for me to see for myself, or if it was there for my neighbors. Now let me explain something about my neighbors. My neighbors are two females. They are more than just friends, they are lovers. In Layton terms, they are homosexuals who partake in abomination activities. Now, I am not perfect myself. I sin probably on a daily basis, knowing or not knowing, but it is the flesh that we are made of that causes us to sin. The only thing that separates us between us and the animals is that we can try to not be as savage as our sins want us to be. Now, I do not know what the symbol is. I spent many hours looking up symbols for this, but was unable to find anything, people. This symbol here is either a symbol from a demonic spirit, or either it is a symbol from other places or other worlds that we do not know of as a regular American citizen. But prior upon this, I have been studying, reading books in and out of the Bible, more research on all this phenomenon about the strange weather that has been taking upon the earth that the Bible said would happen. I just want to also show you one last thing upon this picture that I discovered amongst my research upon YouTube. I am just gonna play this for you here. What ritual is this that he has to do, people? I ask of you. What ritual is this that he has to do? I ask of you, people. Wake up, people. Think. There's too much stuff going on out here for us to not think. I just want to close out with one Bible verse, and I'm going to let you meditate on it and think about the world that we live in. And I will always leave out with something from the book of Revelations, because at this moment I believe that it is the time of the revelations to come about upon us, that we must read and understand and know. But my brothers and sisters of all creed and color and all places of all region, You must wake up. You must see the things that takes place amongst us. My brothers and sisters, I will be reading from Revelation 12, verse 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she being with a child carrying, traveling in the birth, and pain to be delivered, and there appeared another wonder in heaven. Behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his head. And as his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and cast them to the earth, and to the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And as she brought forth a man who was to rule of all nations with the rod of iron, and her child was called up into God, and to his throne. And the women fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared of God. And that she fed her 1,000 to 260 days. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought his angels, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil, and the Satan which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and the strength and the kingdom of our God, and the power of his Christ, for the accusers of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God, and day and night, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and by the word of the testimony, and they who not loved these lives unto the death. Therefore rejoice ye, and having ye dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, and the seal of the devils come down unto you, having a great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath been short time. And when the dragon saw that he was cast into the earth, he persecuted the women which brought forth the man child. And to the women were given 2 wings of great eagles, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she is nourished for a time, and times and a half, and time for the pace of the serpent. And the serpent cast out his mouth water as a flow after the women, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flow. And earth helped the women, and earth opened her mouth, and swallowed up the flow which the dragon cast out his mouth.